Eric Burgess here with Music Marketing TV, and today we're going to be taking a look at Pianoteq and some of its pretty interesting mic abilities. So here's Pianoteq. If you don't know what it is a completely simulated keyboard. It's not sampled, it's completely simulated. And because of that, they can accomplish these really realistic sounds. It's, just the softest of soft, the hardest of hard, the loudest of loud. I'm not playing on the most efficient keyboard either right now. It's a little thing right in front of me. I have a big one behind me. So this has some interesting abilities because it's totally simulated. One of those is they simulate a space. And whenever you have a piano, right? If your piano doesn't sound the way you like, you just put up different mics. You move the mics around, and you use your mic knowledge to do that. So I have a demo track here real quick. Let's go ahead and give that a quick listen. So we have some potential here to work with. I'm going to go ahead and solo the piano. And that was with all the mics very close together. This is what it sounds like. But we could, for example, move mic 3 up. And suddenly you get a lot more of the room. We can move here. So there's a picture of the room in the middle. We can move mic 3. Just, you see that black dot in the middle? We can just put it way out here in a corner and just have it do its thing. And you get a lot more room sound. Now, interestingly, just to demonstrate a couple basic things, if I mute these other mics, so now we're only listening to mic 1, which has been set up to be right here. And let's go ahead and grab it and move it way off out in the distance. So that's mic 1. It's an ambient mic. Let's go ahead and set it to an omni. Right now, level compensation is on. What this means is that the sound that reaches this mic is going to be turned up to account for its distance. If we have that off, it gets a lot softer. We also have a delay compensation, which will just compensate for the delay if the microphone's further away from the piano. So right now, it's very far away. And let me put up a mic close to the piano. So we've got a mic 2 right here. And if I turn on the compensation, it lines it all up for you. So it sort of takes away the fact that it's further away. So if you want like a more realistic miking setup, you would have these both off. But I think they're really nifty options. So we can bring them in and we can begin to set up our piano here. So we could choose a pair of 414s. We could do some figure 8 414s. We could put those right here. Maybe one actually back this way. No, let's put this here. And then on the third one, let's have an omni. And this one, we're going to place our third mic's way out here. We're going to place that one somewhere up here. You're able to change the orientation, the way the mic's pointing and everything. It's pretty wild. There's 2 columns. There's one column for volume and another one for stereo width. I'm going to go ahead and dial these down a little bit. And so this is just going to be the amount of delay between the speakers. And so we could go ahead and move mic 3 closer. Maybe I want a tighter sound. And now there's a couple other interesting options. I think the most fascinating setting on here that probably might have also caught your eye is this sound speed. So if we have this mic very far away, and let's go ahead and solo it. Which one did I move way out there? Mic 3. So we're going to leave mic 1 on. I'm also going to turn delay compensation off. And let's make the speed of sound extremely fast. So it's going to hit this mic a lot quicker. We could slow it down. It's just so cool to be able to mess with, physics. and it to have such a interesting property, such a useful property. So you can have a bunch of these things going. Obviously, for what I've got going here, a setup something like this is going to be more of what I want. It's going to fit my track a little better. There's two additional things I want to show you real quick on this page that are just cool to know about. There's another mode. There's a binaural mode. So you can go ahead and position your head around the piano. Like, let's say that we were sitting way off here and we were, you know, facing this way. That's what it would sound like. If we turn our head and say, hey, what's that piano over there? Gets a little clearer. And as we move closer, maybe we're sitting here, you know, playing the piano. Maybe you've obtained the ability to fly. So this is a really, really great way, especially if you practice piano and you've got, you know, a great MIDI keyboard. If you've got some headphones, definitely consider binaural. Very, very handy. If you're working with a track, though, the mic mode will probably deliver most of what you're looking for. Another piece of information I wish I had when I was just starting with this plugin was the fact that this X closes the panel. I was looking for an X outside the panel, and it was kind of confusing. But yeah, you click this X to actually close it. It doesn't actually just close this front view. And you can also detach the window if you want to work on your sound. Maybe you've got some other settings that you're messing with here, and you could go ahead and sort of work all at once. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Subscribe and hit that bell icon for future videos, and have a blessed day.